All right, so it's 3:51 p.m. on Thursday, May 8th, 2025. I finally got myself out the house. I'm gonna go to the bank because I did e-transfer and I want to take out the money before it gets taken. And speaking of that, I texted the accountant again. We're going to files I sent her about 3-4 weeks ago. No, she hasn't had time to do it. This is the one who doesn't remember who I am and who I had paid cash, and she's like, you owe me for this and this. I'm like, bitch, I did not. I paid you already on this date and I have it noted. I'm a little worried. I went to bed a little late. That's why I got up later, and I was still tired. Like, not tired, but falling asleep. So it was really hard for me to get things started, you know. I eventually just, coax myself into getting everything done. So that's that. Now I'm off to the bank, as I said. I brought my GoPro with me and the wire, so I'd like to be able to get the adapter for it, but that's downtown. And I'd like to go to Walmart to maybe get some Vaseline, stock up on that. I'll probably go get the wire, the adapter, because I still have 3 tubs of Vaseline left. So I could wait. And I had stocked up a little bit on the flavor drops for my water. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I actually got to the point where I called another organization for lifeguards to be able to teach first aid and CPR classes, and I left a message, and she called back. And she gave me showed me the website, the form to fill out, which doesn't take too long. Although I'm gonna do it this evening or tomorrow morning, because I was gonna do it right away, but I'm like, okay, hold on. So anyways, so that was a plus. I've been trying to do that for a while. The thing is, I have things to do, routines, habits that I have to upkeep and get that out of the way before I actually do the next thing. That's the thing. Because otherwise, scanning my red book with my expenses, scanning the bills. Otherwise, those things get left behind, and there are things that need to be caught up on before I can kind of leave it for a bit. Because they're all over my floor from other years, and I got to keep up on it. So it's got to be part of my daily routine. Yeah. And I wrote a little bit of a draft for a letter that I'm going to do when I email people looking for prospects to teach first aid classes to in daycare. I have to be careful to not let it get to me and stop. It just has to be part of my routine, just a little bit at a time. So I have a few email addresses. I'm writing the script. I calculated a certain price. I have to calculate some more prices, and then I'll add my headshot. I have a profile headshot which I like, which I recently took. So that, and just do it as habit. You know what I mean? I have money coming in now, so it just has to be the routine until I figure out, like this YouTube, until I figure out what to do, and I just do it a little bit at a time and modify it as I go. So I have a few email addresses from Facebook's. There's a few Facebook pages that accepted me into their pages. I haven't gotten to that yet. I'm on one Facebook page where I'm looking. They're more individuals, so I won't contact them. They don't have their email address there anyways. But I have a few, and then I'll find out the the information about it online. If I can get a contact person, that'd be better. And just do that as part of my routine, like, you know what I mean? Just like I go through my laundry and I'll fold, let's say I have underwear, socks, shirts, work shirts, towels, pants. I'll fold a little bit each day, you know what I mean? So that I don't get emotionally involved in it, It's just a little bit each day and keep it moving. Now, I did know that my prices are pretty high from my calculations. For 3 people, it's like 90, without tax. I'm not charging tax because I'm not there yet, but $97 for a 4-hour course, including the book. If I order it, because I included my salary at $50 an hour, so it's for 4-hour classes, $200. So people might get freaked out about that and pick someone cheaper, but maybe they can't get them to come to the place. But I think what I'll use as a proposition is if I cover that, everything else is kind of gravy. So like if I want to have someone else do the contract, the going rate is usually about 30. So they would get 120 and I would still make an extra 20, you know what I mean? So I could give the contract to someone, but let's say the maximum I need is 20, I can have is 12 people, right? So if I do that at the same price, it's going to be weird. So I'm going to calculate what the maximum is at that $50 an hour. The maximum at that 97. And then I'll lower it a bit, saying for each person you just add, instead of 97, it's 80 or 79. So they see that they're getting a substantial deal, and then play with that. As long as I don't have to pay for a place, so it goes to their business, their place of business, then that's a big fee that I don't have to pay, so I can maneuver it so well. Yeah. All right, it's 4:21. I'm on my 3rd serving of caffeine. I'm still meh, but at least I don't have meningitis. I texted the guy. He's still in the hospital. Apparently he said it's a neurological issue. I'm like, you got an aneurysm? Knowing that's not neurological, but I thought, maybe that's what he meant, just to make sure. He said no. He said with the electrical activity in his brain. I'm like, And then the conversation stopped there, but I just wanted to see how he's going. So guess it's not catching that, I guess. I don't know. But I'm gonna say that. I've been chatting with this person who lives further in Toronto. Anyways, we had a sex date here. And then, of course, he lives in Toronto, but he's talked a few times about going to Montreal. And one time he was kind of ruminating over it and whatever, you know. I got the impression he was more long-term, which was good. His last boyfriend was 6 years. Didn't ask what happened, all that stuff. So we exchanged, Instagram pages. I don't know. I mean, he says he considers me a friend, so he friends on me, which is kind of fine in the sense that if he doesn't live here, I'm not going to Toronto. I have no interest in that, you know. And I've been there, done that. And I'm not sexually attracted to him. I mean, it was good for one time, and we had a good chemistry because we had the same, you know, kink or fetish or whatever. So that was good. But he also has, he was visiting his father, and he also has a dad, and he has a best friend. And so, like, I've always been messaging him, and I don't lament over it or whatever. I just message him when I have a little minute. I'm like, oh, let me just send him a message. So I'm not attached to him, you know what I mean? So I could say that's a good thing. But then also, he's never reached out to me initially. He'll just like continue a string if there's something or whatever. You know what I mean? Because he already has people. So I could ask myself, where do I fit in? You know what I mean? We never got to the exchanging numbers because he had mentioned he wants to get to know me. Like, he's an avoidant personality, right? Severely. And I attract a lot of that. And gays are like the damage. Even now, you know? Because if they attach, a lot of times it's just sex. And then they just stay together. And then it's just an open relationship or whatever. So, no bueno for that, but, so I don't know, so this is different. He thinks I'm a friend right away, and I said, thank you. Because I asked him, I said, you have a lot of friends, don't you? And then he said a few close ones, you know, where you could talk and stuff. Because we don't talk. You know, it's DMing, and it's, you know, he'll say his issues, whatever. I haven't gotten into mine because I don't dig it this way, you know. So I guess it's to wait to see where this goes. Because if he considers me a friend already, I don't know. Thank God he didn't ask me, because I don't know him. You know, I'm not looking for pen pals, but who knows? I haven't opened up to him yet. Except he asked me if I have friends. He said, no, you. And I said, I replied, not as fortunate. You know, so, to keep it light. So, I don't know if I could be a friend for him. I have no idea. I'm not used to this. I'm used to, grabbing at straws. Whoever's there, I'll accept, because, you know, so in need. But, I don't know, it's to see what will happen. I don't feel any way about it right now. So, I guess that's a good thing. I guess that also means I could look elsewhere, but I don't know. I thought about going to the establishment, but might be a little late. And if I go tomorrow, which is my other day off, and I work the day after, I can't go that late because I have to work the day after and the day after that, the weekend. So, I don't know. Play it by ear. We are 7:03 p.m. Still May 8th. Whoop. 2024. 25, sorry. I just got out of the gym. I think I'm gonna wait here for the bus. I want to go to Best Buy to get an adapter for the cord for the GoPro. And I had the first inkling to deal with the condo fees. I have a check, I have a e-transfer that I didn't deposit yet. So like tomorrow morning, verify that the monies are correct with the bills I sent, then e-transfer it, then look at the website to see how much I can pay with the condo fees, and e-transfer it. Like when I'm ready to go to the bank, e-transfer it and take out, I think you could take out up to $1,500. Do what I can. So this is a good sign that I'm keeping up with things, slowly moving towards that. We will see. All right, so I got the bus. It came in 8 minutes. Here, I'm holding this in my hand. These are the cables. What are they? Is that a USB-C? Is it small like that, or is it like a FireWire or a mini USB? I don't know. That's for the GoPro. I need I don't know, what they're gonna sell, a cube, like a little thing I could plug into the wall, or a dongle to connect it to the laptop. I have the adapter I bought, and I have the SD card. It didn't even stop. Anyways, once I get this going, I can start charging it and filming, attempting, and putting it into the computer to render. Well, the magic of editing. Well, actually just turning off the phone, turning it back on when I can talk. Anyway, so when I get the adapter for this, oops. Okay, now I can talk. Once I get that, and I play around with it a bit, maybe see if I could film my classes or whatever. See where I can incorporate it in my daily life, right? There's a piece missing from it, which I didn't know till after. So it's not waterproof. It's missing a plastic piece covering the adapter connection, but that's okay. So then, let me just check this out, because there's another seamstress here. I went to one at a further away, but if I can go this one I want to check out too, or at least for my jacket, But anyway, so when I do that, then I can look into buying more batteries. Yeah, people have a lot of batteries, so I look onto Facebook Marketplace for that. Oh, they're closed. Oh no, they're not. I won't go now because I gotta go to Best Buy. I just want to check it. You never know. Yeah, alterations on the spot. Because it looks like it's just like they like have a little mom and pop place at this big mall. So that's kind of cool. Bring it back to like regular, like it's not a sophisticated looking place, which is perfect. So I guess they need the business, so anyone's coming in, and I'm like, good. I'm tired of all these friggin' stores being built, and there's a lot that closed down. It's like, come on. Anyways, and then I probably should look into getting a case to hold all that stuff, like the same thing that, like a pencil case, a plastic pencil case, and hold everything in it. All that is GoPro, and go into well, I'm gonna have to put the material, the footage into the computer and render it. I can't do it on the phone, so it's gonna take longer. So I'm gonna have clips from here, and then I'm gonna, take my time to work on clips on the GoPro, and maybe eventually combine the two. Who knows? You know what I mean? But I'd like to actually have the GoPro run a long time. Like if I had more SD cards, keep it playing all day, and then I'll have footage, and then I'd have to go through all that footage to clip out good stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, one thing at a time. All right, that's done. Bought it. It was a USB-C. I figured this was a USB-C. I just don't see them that often because I use like old Lenovo laptops, you know what I mean? They're USB original ones. Not even the B, I don't think. So I have to deal with USB-C with the GoPro now. But I bought the adapter to plug into the wall, not to plug in to USB computer. I might buy one in the future. I just never had to use it, so I was like, what is this, a FireWire or something? But it looked USB type, but I just never saw one in person. Never cared. Now I have to use an old model, 4th generation GoPro. Yep. All right, there's no rain here because it was raining next to my place, so I couldn't film anything. Oh, it's wet, but we're okay. My eye is swollen again. Every time I use my AHA, and it's only every few weeks. I can't do it every day because got the welts, which is covered with sunscreen, and the one swollen eye. So, I mean, I want to use that bottle up. But I don't know if it's an allergic reaction, just my skin's sensitive. I know putting it on wet skin gives it more problems, like I have right this second. I didn't get it. It took a time for it to come out. So is it because of it took time for the allergic reaction to happen, or what? I don't know. So I'm still testing it out, and eventually I probably won't use it again. I don't know. So we're 2/19. We are the 9th, I think, of May. I'm off to the gym finally. It's raining now. Let me just shut this off. Still raining, but whatever. So second day in a row, I went to bed a little later than normal because I worked out a little later yesterday, and didn't take a shower yesterday because it wasn't like the day before where I had to. That's when I went to bed quite late, after 11, I think, if I remember. And I got up before 7. I was like, whatever. And again, tired. Taking a while for the brain fog to leave, whatever. But I have 2 doses of caffeine in me. I'm not sure if I'm going to take the 3rd because I work tomorrow and the day after. But there's some things I did not finish before I left. Because I forgot, so I made a note and I set some alarms. Even though it's in my Google Calendar, it just becomes too much. And there were some things I added today, like checking out the GoPro, testing it, which I finally did, because I bought the charger cube yesterday. And it's a big learning curve. I don't want to spend too much time on it, so just a little bit every day. I'm going to keep those clips, obviously, and then figure out what I'm going to do with them later. But I played a couple of videos as I was getting ready, but they don't show the video with the black one because there's no button on the front. The silver one seems to have a playback button, but most of them other videos say you watch the playback on the app. Whatever the case may be, but there is photo options, so it looks like I've been taking photos. I have like 33 photos on accident, but it's fine. Learning curve, and then a little bit every day, see what I can do with this. You know what I mean? There is a message, so I'm gonna answer that.